Hi, I'm Nikki from London, Ontario, and I've been asked to talk about the brain injury that I live with daily due to a car accident, and how it affects me daily, and try to spread awareness to everyone, and try to get people on the same page and not just think it's an excuse, because it's an invisible injury. It really is. I could see all these things and I feel all these things, but if you look at me, you wouldn't think it, right? So I want to help spread awareness on this difficult world. Mine was caused from a car accident, and I suffer a axonal diffuse brain injury. I endured it 2 years ago. Actually, yesterday was my life reversal, as I call it. My life reversal was yesterday. Was 2 years yesterday. So I have been dealing with this for 2 years. So what I dealt with in 2 years is kind of new, kind of compared to maybe some of the other people dealing with brain injuries or head injuries or concussions or any of that sort. Mine is an axonal diffuse brain injury, and so I have noticed along the way that no two brain injuries are the same. So I suffer from this one brain injury, this axonal diffuse brain injury, but someone with the same brain injury doesn't suffer for or deal with the same issues that I deal with daily. So what I'm saying is me only, and hopefully it can help other people suffering with kind of not, or dealing, I don't want to say suffering because I hate the word, but dealing with kind of the same issues that I'm dealing with, and how I've dealt with them, and how I've learned to live with them, and maybe it can help you guys. Who knows, right? I unfortunately am a lot of physical things, so I can't walk well, I can, but I can walk unassisted indoors. But because of the brain, I suffer from a lot of anxiety, and before this whole injury, I could deal with things thoughts of these things and make sense of them and apply them properly. But now it's life altering, is detrimental, it's serious. So yesterday was my life reversal, and I was so excited about it, and but because it was off of my normal schedule, my normal things that I do, I was so anxious all day, and I still am today. So this is why I kind of taken my time to do this whole thing, is because I've been super anxious, and before I could deal with it and learn how to cope with it and whatever, and after this injury, it's it affects me. I was all hyper yesterday. I was celebrating with everyday love, having such a good time. And then after everything kind of calmed down and everything I crashed. I was so exhausted, and not because of physical things. It was because it was off my schedule. It was off, although it was something I loved doing. I had so much fun, I really did. It was off my regular scheduling. And I noticed since the head injury is it's impossible to deal with anything off schedule. And it's, even though I love it, and I don't know if this is common, but I'm still a newbie, so I'm still trying to deal with it, kind of. I slept hard last night, hard. And I slept right until my alarm, which I never do. Because as soon as my brain wakes up, I wake up. And even though it may be 3 o'clock in the morning and my brain is ready to think about nonsense, nothing, it just goes. And even though the things I think about are ridiculous, and I just can't stop thinking about it. It just doesn't, I used to be able to, everyone wakes up with thoughts on their mind, they do. Everyone does. But you guys can roll over and go back to sleep, and think about them the next morning when you wake up, and you kind of like, you can somewhat fluff them off, but not me. Nope, nope. Once my brain is on, it's on. It's on. And even though it may be like 3 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, it doesn't matter. Nope, nope, it doesn't matter. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and like, I don't know. So that is new, post-accident, like really new. So those are like things that are like detrimental, like to my daily living. Like, I spend life in physio, and like I have to be, even though I'm not always having to be active, I have to be always on. So although everyone always has to be on, I get it. I don't know, it's just different. Like, on means energy exerted, and that means energy exerted from everyone, but our energy lifespan is half what everyone's energy lifespan is. It's not an excuse, it's real. I like crashing. It's like I crash hard. I'm tired. Like, before, I used to be like the Energizer Bunny, like go, 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 go. There was no stopping me. There was like, I was good. Nope, I'm tired. I get tired probably halfway through the day, and it doesn't always have to be physical stuff. It doesn't. It has, yeah. Yeah. So that is post head injury, and so these are like things that, like I said, are daily struggles, because I always have to be on, because I have to learn how to walk again. I've learned how to talk again, and those kind of things. So, and now I'm learning how to, well, I'm currently in the midst of it, dealing with life, and like dealing with social, and like, it's odd for me to be so, I love being social, but it's a lot of work. And I'm kind of an introvert, but extrovert. It's weird. When I used to like jump on things, like go out, I used to like crave to go out. I used to love to go out. And now I like will look for excuses to stay in. And that's not me at all. And like I said, look at me, like, why? And you look fine. You look fine, Nikki. You're fine. It's a lot. It's a lot. So me trying to cause awareness is trying to like cause awareness for everyone, like not only for us that have concussions or have head injuries or whatever. It's people, like loved ones, dealing with us, and like, you guys have a big impact on our lives and like on our journey, and like, it's not an excuse, it's real. Promise. I promise it's real. It's real. So I hope you guys can find a place in your heart, like, to understand our struggle, because it really is a rough world. It really is. I promise. We're not just making up. And we may look fine, but the brain just goes and goes and goes and goes. And the brain is a wild, wild, wild thing. And I didn't give it credit before at all. But now that I realize it, I want you guys and everyone to like have a heart for us. Like, try and understand it as much as you can, because I fully didn't understand it, and I still don't. But I hope you guys do. I hope I can help you guys understand or whatever. So have a good day.